got a barn burner in store for you in this one. A top 10 showdown early in the season. A measuring stick game, and one that both of these teams hope will propel them to bigger and better things. Welcome to the banks of the Raritan in Piscataway, New Jersey. SHI Stadium, home to the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on last year's national champions, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Scarlet Knights will kick it away to start us off. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The give to the back. And the visitors have nothing doing as they are greeted rudely on the opening play of the game. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
The Bulldogs come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
He's tackled at the 24-yard line. Good up for a first down.
Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the move. Running into the open space. Got the first down and still on his feet. Flying down the right side. Inside. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final touch, courtesy of that 76-yard sprint to the house. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Makes the quick grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
5 wide receiver formation on 2nd and 9. Fires to the right. And they dialed up the shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pulls it in. Oh, he's got some space. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Wants to keep it in the air. Finds the tight end. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Going to try to get it himself. Open space at the 25. Bulldozes his way through. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
I love it. I love 1st down. Let's be aggressive. Let's throw the football. But how about the quarterback? He does a great job in the pocket, buying time. Up, nobody open, scrambles around, and more importantly, ends the run, gets the 1st down, and doesn't get whacked. Beautiful.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Puts it out of the air. He's got it out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught close to the marker. It's Hart. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
Intercepted deep in his own end. The 50. Inside the 30. The 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the 1st quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And the extra point makes it 14-0.
Mississippi State 14, Rutgers 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the running back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Spinderella. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that
turning it on. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Mississippi State right back to the line. Complete. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. On target. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense has not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Toledo is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed brand of football there in the MAC, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 4 over Ball State. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns if you're... And he throws another interception. His 3rd one of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
A designed run for the quarterback. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And he added the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes. This is a gamble. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Hart. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
The give out of the gun. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Hart. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I tell you what, really good job by the defense. They did not bite on it thinking it was a long pass down the field. You could tell they were ready for it. As soon as they saw the screen, they broke on it, got the running back down super quick.
And the Scarlet Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Quick strike complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
He wants to change this route.
Hey, 27, jump. Okay, break. Hands. Canopy. On the ready.
Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Hart. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. Caught over the middle. It's Hart. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
The Scarlet Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got him. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able to create a little bit of separation between him and the defender, and that was a big key in getting that 1st down.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14.
414 satellite. 414 satellite.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Using his legs, it's hard. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. Slams it ahead. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he didn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Trying to surge it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's 3rd and goal. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Oh, they're after him. Just threw that one way too far.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
4th down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? Snap in the shotgun. Moving out of the pocket. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey.
And the offense had to have a drive. They had to put points on the board. 0 points until this drive. Down in this ball game. Needed to get some momentum. Gonna need a lot more in the 2nd half if they want to win this football game.
Snapped it in the shotgun. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looks like he's going to bring it out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Snap to the back. Now sliding to his left. Trying to escape and get it himself. Breaks into the open. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. On the move. Got room to work. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Fires toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Bulldogs will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And here he comes out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half is the only way you can look at this if you're...
After the filthy move, he's got room. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Yeah, the receivers got to do a better job in ball security there with all those defenders trying to rip it free. And this offense is lucky they were able to jump on it and keep possession.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
And the Scarlet Knights will hustle to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum.
He's loose. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. They just keep firing. Finds his big tight end. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Reads it, fires complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this offense gets another passing touchdown. I tell you what, week 1, this connection worked. Week 2, this connection working again. Tell you what, if I'm a defense, I'm going to start focusing in on that guy because they want to find him and make big plays.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he's going to bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room. There he goes! And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Might as well give it to him again.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Finds a little space. There he goes. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Off the play fake. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
That keeps the score. Mississippi State 34, Rutgers 15.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you can tell, takes it out, good blocking, give them a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, no, no. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. They'll try the run. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Creates a little space. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Got his man on the right. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Looking downfield on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Rutgers! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he's not going to take the touchback. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the read. Now the pitch. Picks up the 1st down. Turning on the Jets. At the 30. 10. Touchdown, Mississippi State. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
They call it the option because there's so many options on the play. There's so many things they can do. The defense did a good job taking away the quarterback, but, man, they lost track of the running back. Great blocking. Running back takes it all the way for the huge touchdown.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Quarterback will keep it. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
We know this quarterback is dynamic with his running ability, and on the 2-point attempt, they tried to use his legs to get it in, but the defense was there to stop him short.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, and they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Quickly complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Scarlet Knights in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Got his man. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Offense, quick tempo. Second down, he'll throw it. Here comes the heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
It's caught downfield. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the Scarlet Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. He's got an open man. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The Scarlet Knights trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. A run for the quarterback. Touchdown, Rutgers! And here they come, almost all the way back.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. And off from the shotgun. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Give to the running back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
At some point, enough is enough. This is the guy that's being, he's priority number 1. We We got to go get them. It's getting later in the second half. I got to go out and make some plays and get my offense the ball back.
Really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Now facing a third and long. They want to run this quarterback. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Calls his own number. Finding an escape route. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown Bulldogs! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Phyllis, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Toledo is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 29 over Ball State. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Offense heads back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. From the gun. Gets it out fast. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Scarlet Knights want to pick up the tempo.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up at this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Fires left. This time he's got his man. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Moves around to clear up the vision. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
The Scarlet Knights come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to get it through the air. Using his legs to buy some time. He'll pull it down and run. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
And his offense has got to keep pumping it out. Nice job. You get the 1st down. Nice scramble by this QB, but you're going to put the ball in his hands over and over and over again. You've got to score multiple times. This offense has got to be in hyperspeed.
And the Scarlet Knights are moving quickly down the field. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Hart. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. From the gun. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Scarlet Knights racing to the line in the hurry up. Looking to scramble. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
They've been very good at moving the chains on 3rd down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Hart. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Scarlet Knights, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. From the red zone, looking for a man. Extending the play. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. He's got the tight end. Jumped on top of the pile. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And it's his 4th interception of the game. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. The give as they work on that clock. Past the 1st down marker and still running. He gets it all the way up to the 42-yard line, and that's why you have confidence to keep it on the ground in that situation.
And 1st down for the offense.
The Bulldogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Quarterback keeper. Finds some fresh air. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. If they get this one to the finish line behind this powerful running game, landmark moment, guys, to win a top 10 showdown this early in the season.
Yeah, and just proving why I'm the higher-ranked team, right? Like proving my ranking, building my case throughout the season. This is a great one to put on the ledger. This will be one that the playoff committee will be looking on down the road, a big top 10 win.